Alright, we're back with the recording. Now power was the next problem. Yeah, because I've been adding oh dear. That, when I wandered off, that was at 3 something gigawatts. How did they get up to 4.5, 0.6? It's still going up. It was like 3 point... like not even a minute ago. It was like barely... I don't know. You can surely can't have accounted for that much already. Because that's basically hitting, maxing out this one, this reactor here. I mean, beacons are being added, but the rate in the last hour was 2.5 to 2.6. I mean, I guess assembly machines are accounting for quite a lot now. It's coming back down. Does mean I need more though. More fish, of course. Gotta get more fish. Fish are important. It's all magic. I don't know. This poor construction queue though, it's suffering. It's generally having a bad time. Now I need to add labs to this. Nuclear labs. Circuit condition greater than red 1. There's 6 trains. Who was finishing up the science of versus exterm? Ah, right. That's what was going on. 1, or 2 really. 3. An Iron Wolf coming in with that host too. Right onto the battle of Colonel Will. 4. 5. And 6. So all of those should be on their way to starter. And another one. Go right there. Creator of SpaceX. Nope, all the pack strains are here now. Oh, there it goes. Very good. Very good. Labs. What I kinda want to do is a bit more outposting. I need to clear out the... I do need to connect up these. Same time, those are almost completely obliterated. It's almost landfilled. So we'll come back to the lab area and see if we can bring the power into negative again. I did have a lab calculator somewhere. See, 8,000. 1545 is probably the same. Productivity 2. 486 labs. Hang on. Let's look at this here. Again. Expect anything less? $583.6 labs. See what actually see what Factorio lab says. This thing. Labs. 492.5. Okay. 492 is not a whole number. Divided by 8. 62 by 8 is 496. However. It actually leads into an interesting proposition that this base could potentially scale to 8 blue belts of science packs. I'm not sure how I feel about this. One again. It's 10. It's 10, and it's 10 points every 10 minutes or something, I think it is. Might need to increase the cooldown on it. Back to 15 minutes. Yeah, so it's 62 labs per bank. You can do exclamation mark give and then the name of the destination, and then I think it's valued how much to give and then the person to give it to. I don't remember which way around it is. Not sure though. Didn't work? I don't know if it's where it sits in this thing. Remember what happened last time I gave someone a loan? They suddenly started started winning every time. Oh, that's the night butt. Oh, that's the 8. Thing should have labs, right? Yes, it does. At all the labs? I think it is. You'd have to look up the Ankbot help guide. Good luck deciphering it, unfortunately. That thing's a monster. Turns out my house is out of coffee beans, so no coffee. Gonna buy luck with your Twitch points. Yeah, actually allowed to do that. Where you are? 20? 30? 40? 50? So one question I ask at this point is, can this even support such a long line? I'm not sure it can. Can? Well, Future Mojo said so it must be true. I wonder if this will still benefit from these things. I just gotta figure out how to get all the... Oh, this one might need to be full beacon no matter what. Actually, I think it's... 1545. Yeah, labs might be the exception to the rule here. We'll have to do some testing, either way. Dang it. Oh, 2245. So... 2245 brings us down to... wait, that's wrong anyway. Alright, Factorio Lab. Tell me what you know. Commands gives a response. Hmm. In a Reddit post. Frankie? Alrighty. So what is it? Let's see. Factorio Lab Calculator. I had one on the spreadsheet, but it stopped working. But I did something to it and I broke it. So... labs. 2 prods. I mean, I don't really care about that. Search speed 6. Um... High tech, production, military, Act 1, infinite mining productivity. Do you try to account for the prod modes that bring the calculation? I think I tried to change how it reacted. This doesn't... oh, 8492. That's the same as before, and this is 345. And this says 345. For a full beacon. So that brings it down to 44. 52. I mean, that's basically what I need to know anyway. So the thing we need to test is whether this is better than that. And I suspect the answer for this particular case is this is better. Enter 62 labels of those things, and 17 says packs per second. It should be right. So I'm doing 1/8 for the... hang on. Yeah, 62... was it... yeah, 62 labs for the 8/8 and 44 for the full beacon. I'm gonna hazard a guess. Completely ill-informed guess. So the current meta that I know of for labs, that I've been using for a long time, is this. You need to separate out there. Like that. There. Thanks, Bobs. I don't know why I did that. There. This makes use of splitter stubs and gets 2, 4, 6, 7 packs into the lab quite easily. Want to let a lab set up from your rebuild Megabase? This is the lab. This is the labs from pretty much every playthrough that I've done. From the 2 red build base, it's the same as the extended maps. I don't think it's the same as the... No, it is the same as the rail bus. The amount of splitters? Yeah, I'm not sure. It's on now. Damn straight it's on now. Shunt the packs from different stations. Well, it's this can go any orientation. This thing's very flexible. Yeah, the alternative is a single long line, which was bad. Just clean up. Yeah, like this is my known... This one I know is better than 8... This one came out better than 8.8 beacons at the time when I tested it. Well, at the very least, I'll get these stamped out and set up. And then we can start compare. And then I might not do the comparison now. Today, at least. But what I'm interested in is the sizing. I want to start doing sizing. I say it was 44. So 11 fours. Right? Was 8. That's a 12. 16. 20. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be a chonkin. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the only point that I don't know how to do a non-splitter build with labs. Hey. And I'm pretty sure the packs can't go down this far. Like, this is a long way. The size of that. That can't possibly work. Also, where are my damn radars? Just cut out the middle, man. Just never have enough radars. That will take forever to pressure up? Oh, no doubt. As I say, like, this is just sizing things up to get an idea of scale. To 8,000. Weave blue and reds? I've done that before. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. That's all I can say to that. That's all I got. Just, yeah, nah. It's funny how... funny how big the distance is. And there's a lot of land prep to be done too. Just general stuff. Yeah, not at 8k, It's problematic. Oh, split networks. I need to go deal with that. Yeah. Like, I've done belt weaving for labs before. That was on the red belt base, and the conclusion was don't belt weave. The replacement lab build was basically one of these, and it was so much better. That old one was terrible. And this is only single lane stuff too, as well. This is 80, what is it? 1350? 1200, 1250. Whatever half of 700 is. I think it's 1350 or 1250. One of those two. 1350. 3 and 3 is 6. Half, or 3.5 is 7. 35 is 7. T. Have it killed power yet? Trying to. What are the turbines at? Well, the way is to look at this. 90 out of 103. So it's close. It's close to its limit. Start by moving the roboports into position. And start over with the roboports. Hang on a minute. There we go. Is there a blueprint for that nuclear build? Exclamation mark BP. It's in the Pastebin. It's, well, not this exact version, unfortunately. It's a slightly older one in that blueprint. It's this one here. It's called 8 gigawatt, 8 reactor 1 gig. Is it really called? Oh, it's called 1 gigawatt nuclear or something like that. Look, actually. Uh, 1 gigawatt nuclear. There it is. That's the ticket. Unfortunately, this is a little hard to navigate now because there's so many things in it. Nuclear is one of those very subjective things. I like my hyper UPS optimized no pipe build. But there's a lot of different possible design goals you can do with nuclear. There's a lot of potential combinations, and all of them are realistically valid. Except for the one that involves steam tanks. That's blasphemy. It's a crime against the game. Yeah. So this is using the existing lab setup that I know of. So what we're doing is we're just getting an idea of scale. So this is 1/8 of what's needed. At full beacon. Assuming full beacon. So we need to figure out what how this compares to 8/8. Keep in mind as well. 2, 3. It almost touches the top. I'm probably gonna have to move it over slightly. In fact, I think I will need to park it over there in the end, and yeah, and use all that space. Unless I rotate it, have it push push that way. I'll still fill that in, like start there, just nice and long, make it a long boy. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very narrow, so it might end up being double length. I did get rid of splitters. Chester with filter inserters. We'll do it with circuit condition. Set the filter depending on... hang on. Hang on. Don't you just remove the top set of splitters by moving... Yeah, I can actually, yeah. I don't actually need the top splitters. As I say, this is just a copy-paste to get an idea of scale. Was it 8 by 40? It's meant to be 8 by 42. It might need to be 16 by something. 44, sorry. 44 by 8. So 44 long, 8 wide. But it might need to be like half that, so 22 by 16. Because it's exceedingly long. So what I was thinking was you have the belt there, you have filter splitter, filter inserter, chest, substation because I need to stop flashing, wire, measures that, net filter. No, you don't connect there. Okay, I need a combinator. Each by -1. Constant combinator. Use red wire just because it's a bit more clear. Red wire goes to there, to there. That just to make it even worse. For the sake of the exercise, say that. That. Requester will do. Oh, I don't actually have iron plate. Ooh. Oh, you can be wood now. Make satellite. Make satellites by belt. I'll do them by belt. So the idea of this one is to do everything by belt. So it grabbed basically one stack of everything. So it did work. I just don't know how to... It does deadlock on... I mean, it's not a terrible thing if it deadlocks on something that it can't grab. I mean, it works. Maybe that will work. Keep that as an idea instead of splitters. So long. So big. Giggity. As I say, the alternative is like this. What's the other one? 62. Allies by belt. You haven't seen my other bases, have you? With all of its belt satellite gloriousness. Hang on. Hang on. You're gonna see something spectacular. You'll love this. And by love, I mean probably get the flamethrower. Alright, satellites. There it is. Satellites, look at it. It's a red build of satellites just going round and round in circles. This looks modded. This is, not really. It just had a few little helper things going on. It's similar sort of modding level to what we've got now. So just auto deconstruct cannon Spidertron, which I was testing. Manly man scream. Yeah, and the train path thing. Yeah, no fancy mods. This is all vanilla. But yeah, nice big ring of satellites. Lots. 50 days, 15 hours? It's actually a lot more. It's like double that. Because it's, most of us run below 60 UPS. Like this is... It's actually kind of struggling at the minute. Yeah, so this is the base previous to the one we're working on now. So this can do 4K if you really... It's meant to do 3.6, but it can do 4K if you really push it to. You can see the rockets falling behind because I'm pushing it at 4K. I added an extra row of labs. See, this is the previous lab setup that I was talking about. Where is it? It's 16 by 11. So actually, that is one set, like we were doing. Divide up into, yeah, 16. Now divide up into 4s. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 8? It's 8. How do 8? That's the idea of... So the idea in this one... So this map doesn't really do much for UPS. Like, look at this thing. Look at this thing here. Look at this thing. Want to lose, you only bet one. Like this map made no real effort to minimize UPS drain. Although admittedly a lot of the built UPS drain, this was designed before it. Before a lot of it was understood. This was made for the original early stuff that was first discovered, like chest stubs and splitter stubs. So there's a mixture of chest stubs like here, chest stubs everywhere. There should be a lot of splitter stubs too. I don't know if I removed them all. Yeah, splitter stubs. I think. No, that doesn't even have any. See? It's so old it doesn't even have it. Splitter chest stubs, I must have updated it. Oh, that's the build I was trying to think. So that's the red circuits I was trying to think of, which was full beacon. Green circus do I need? 142,000 in this one. It does 124. Oh, 124. It's actually at its limit right now. It's doing as much as it can. It's running at full pace, which is why it's at 44. This map does run at 60 normally, if it was running at the proper speed. 36 it was designed for, but it can go up to 4. Actually show, yeah, see it goes up to 4.1, and then it just dips down because the rockets fall behind. There's not enough low density to do it. Is it a low density? Yeah, it's low density. The rocket supply is the bottleneck. Same in Factorio, damn. It's amazing the iron supply hasn't run out. This map. Yeah, same nuclear too. Exact same nuclear build that I'm doing. Only this is a lot more of them. Yeah, that's all the nuclear is. In fact, I might even just steal this. Oink. Yeah, I was planning on concreting the other one too. 6. I always end up counting this every time. 4 by 6, 24. And 24. Yeah, I went all out with this thing. Decorated it. Oh, I did the stubs on this one too. Anyway. I wouldn't dare reload the mods to show you the Factorio extended one because it uses the same satellite ring, only with more silos. A lot more silos. Eight. 16. 32. 40. 8. 6. I need to go to 62. 4. 2. That is the 8 equivalent. Look at it, it's half the length. Unconstrained. Yeah, it's also part of the. I wanted to learn to do a deep dive on what a no splitter run does. Same length, but so this 62 labs here is the same as the full beacon. It's actually a lot more compact, and that was actually coming back to the argument for these. The only downside is we need to get the other packs in somehow. We need to get all 4 built through. This is where the belt weaving comes back, but I'm pretty sure I can't do that. Yeah, that's the problem. That is actually the problem. I mean, as I was saying, like what we were talking about before, is the easy answer is to belt weave the red belt in here. You just red belt it. But I don't think it'll work, in fact. Save? Better yet. Let's pop that there. It's make a new game. Hang on, not quite. Let's do a test world. We play the waiting game while it loads. Rainbow weave. Editor tools. Okay, I think I will. Tell you what, when this is done, now's as good a time as any to flip it on. So let's have a look. Yeah, I just went with creative because I knew it had the copy paste and all that. The instant, you could copy and paste and have it instant place, instant build, instant delete, and all that. I don't like any of the other tools that creative comes with. I did have a quick look, but I didn't see anything that immediately stood out. So yeah. Creative has its own power things as well. Actually, the only thing it's the cut and paste that's nice with Creative, and the super duper radars. They're really nice. Editor gives you. Does it give? Does it give you access to the Infinity containers? Just get it. Refresh. Editor extensions. That's that one, is it? All right. Let's do it. Manage. Turn that one off. LT, yeah, it was from I think a big week again. Most of the mod list is from because of big week. Turn that off. Pollution, terrain, water, trees, cliffs. There. What the heck going on there? Looks really weird when you turn all that stuff off. PoE patch note day. New league. Heist as well. Shouldn't that instant build? Like, shouldn't it do a thing? Eh? Eh? Did it actually load? Oh, incompatible. Oh, it needs a... Can I? Yeah, well, I might just... I might save that for in between now and next time. Just because I want to keep things rolling. I don't want to chase the rabbit hole of dependencies. Yeah, I should have auto-installed it realistically. I mean, I'm sure it's fine, but just don't want to have to deal with it. Let's see. First things first. Give ourselves some of these. Some of these. Some of these, and that should do it. I think the ship's having a bit of an explosion fit. Yeah, right now you get instant copy paste. Yeah, creative. But I don't want to be in the editor. I want to be in the actual game. That's the thing. Like, I want that. Right, delete you. Ship cause pollution? I imagine it would. I can't see explosions off. You, one super duper radar. This thing's going to chart a stupid amount of map. But that'll be all of it, all the map active that needs to be active. There it goes. Right, first test. Now this was 44. 8. 16. 4, 32, 40, 48, 7, 46, 45, 44. Yeah, any extension is more about giving you the other tools that Creative Mode has, but instead built into the... Oh, so it gives you them in the actual editor rather than... rather than in the actual game. That would be 44. Or... It's called lab test. The thing that syncs your character inventory with the editor so you can seamlessly... That is actually a convenient feature. Syncing your inventory. Chest, 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 chest. Started living in editor. I think I might need to start embracing it. Military. That actually should be that one. That one. For a few technical reasons. Actually, I could just bin it in the into the logistics. It auto deletes. So, military goes there. Purple goes there. Purple and military are the two that are interchangeable. Add space. Like that. Oh yeah, do our modules. Wrong spot? Yeah, that's the result of satellites. Not so much the, not so much the, yeah. It's done. I'm actually going to include military. I normally count all sciences when doing science builds. So it means I can do artillery, range and all that. Damn it. There is only one research that uses all 7. These two are interchangeable. You can interchange the resources between them. Yeah, it's also a 30-second research too. I was gonna say, I have no idea where the center is, but I can do it on the map now. How many of these do I want? I mean, the 8K... Over there. That's good enough for the 8K. First thing we can learn about is whether these actually can feed. Why do they have to be so long? So each one of these represents one of the 8 wagons that goes all the way through the base. It's only at 3k at the minute. You can actually see the inserters inserting all at once with that little dip. And done. I need to just prime. I think it's still working its way. It's still only halfway up. You and 1, 2, 3. Yep, on. I mean, some of us made it up here, apparently. You know, it occurs to me, if I want to know if it gets up there, we know it's 8 wide. We know what science we're doing. We know we're doing 8,200. 8,200? Oh god, I just messed that up completely. Yeah, 8,100 divided by 8, which means that there's a bit over 1,000 per minute per belt. So a half belt should make it up here. No problems. It'll take forever to fill. I didn't specifically do it on a full belt. But yeah, because this is 8, and it's 8,100, so it's each one of these is 1/8 of that, so it's 1,000 per minute up each one, and we know each belt can support 1350. So there is a fair bit of headroom. But Darius, how you doing? Welcome to Science Raining. Still hammering down. It's holding steady. Holding steady. In fact, I think I saw it stutter there. There you go. So that one stopped. That one though. Yep, there it goes. Never mind. This is basically every lab build I've done since version 16. We're getting it, benchmarking it as a baseline. Tempted to double it again, just to get some good numbers on it. M. That's 16. What do the colors mean? White is idle. Yeah, they're jiggling at least, that's the main thing. Blue means it's moving, and yeah, white means it's stopped. Main thing is it should be stopping and starting, because it's gonna the belt's gonna fill up and then move. It's gonna stop and move. Look at that, 10k. Trouble is you get this spike here because everything, all the inserters are in sync. Streamlabs are OBS. 10k so easy. 11k. Remember that time when I made a base that did 12.6? Also accidentally generated trees again. Wonder how many of them are actually aware that it's... Ah, interesting. Oh, look at that. There's no packs up here, but... Going on there? Oh no, there is packs. Never mind. Alright, next thing, I need my little cage. That I can walk through. That. Search rolling. Yeah, it's because of the way the game checks collisions. Because the movements... Because the next position the game calculates I'll be in the next tick is outside is on the other side of the wall, it doesn't boundary check. So this is fine. If I double the speed back to 8, remove the wall, I'll walk straight through it because my position is greater than the wall. Yeah, you can actually, with enough legs, you actually go through walls. You can glitch through a lot of things. That's how a lot of wall hacks work. 16, 17, right? Right, what's our numbers? 700? 700 UPS? 800 UPS? I might need to pull it down with more labs. Yep, more labs. Explaining how quantum tunneling works. Yes. Yes, it is. Right, 32k. Sleep time for you? Alright, catch you later, Penguin. Game can do 4k. It can do over 10,000 UPS if you really push it. Look at that UPS. Hey, that's brought it down. Get that research queue. I should, shouldn't I? Why don't it? Oh. Hopefully never finishes. I suppose I could do... Oh, that's all... Yeah, that's useless. Active yet? I need to turn the debug off too. I need to see them jiggle. Or I can really start it. What am I trying to preview? I'm comparing the different lab builds. I want to see what an 8.8 lab build does. Enable it in editor. Oh yeah. In here, isn't it? Settings. Isn't it? I don't really remember. Surfaces. Where the hell? Surfaces. Upgen settings. Why is it? Yeah. Ignore me. Okay, they're starting to strobe now. So we reached, yep, there we go, equilibrium. Alright, get rid of you. Alright, we're down to 350, 360, 370, 340. I knew I'd get there eventually. Do you reckon about 360? Where do you want to go? I don't want to say about 36. Can't even read the last digit. Well, I like pulling it down. I can just add more labs. 355? Sort of bouncing between 5, 6, 7. 3, 4. Yeah, so I want to see what the UPS difference is. What's the... yeah, 33k? Coming down, actually. I did do this with a smelter as well. I just want to get some rough numbers. I want to say about 362. So full beacon labs with splitter stubs is 362 UPS. So that's with splitter stubs. Oh, I didn't turn that off, damn it. They do affect the UPS. How much better was an 8 bigger smelter? It wasn't a huge amount, but it was enough to say to raise an eye. It was enough, and it was consistent enough to raise an eyebrow. Realistically, it was like 5% better. I think thereabouts. About the same. Okay. Do the same again. You know what? Do the same again. Only no splitter stubs. And then be able to see once and for all the horror that is no splitter stubs. It is, because even in, you look at the time usage and it's going to take a while. You look at the time usage and I'm really, oh, there it goes. It's not consistent. Like, the furnaces are using more, the beacons are using like a bee's dick less, like they barely use anything anyway. The inserters are using more, but the transport lines were using less. Enough. So even though the 8.8 was using more with the machines and the inserters, it was using enough less, with so much less with the transport belt. It was better overall. It was actually impressive. Like, impressively different. How much the improvement was. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can change the F5 to something that I should do more often. Get rid of these. That's why you shouldn't use this to check shouldn't use F5 to check like UPS or because all this stuff is questionably optimized. At least that's what I was always told. Was that the debug overlays were not optimized. Allow increased zoom. Transport belt. Lines. Yeah. That's better. It's something that I've been aware about, but I've just never bothered doing. There needs to be 3 tabs in here as well. Pretty sure. So that. Yeah. People fond of the 12 beacon build won't. It's funny because I did the test to prove that the previous build was better, and then everyone switched to it. Like everyone absolutely resisted to it, resisted to anything other. And then I did the splitter stub beacon one, and it was like, what was it? It was like 40% better. It was significant. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I saw your conversation with Clowntown. It's yeah. To change Clowntown's mind, you really need to spoon feed him the facts. Let's go up like the middle. I'm trying to do a no splitter full beacon. Yeah, the only one I can think of is that right now. I don't know what to do with the 4th. Okay, just unground the inner and wobble back to the outside. There's not enough space for that, unfortunately. Far easy to yeah, 8.8 builds are far easy to build. Like there, can't wobble. Yeah, to pick some more beacons. Bad. Bad. Said it. Yeah, it's where the weaving comes into play. Snake chests. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. The thing we did before. Fact. That is if you can replicate the tests. Load those 2 save files, Dropbox something. Yeah, I can upload them. There. That, get rid of that. You. Probably even amalgamate all 3 of those into there. I'll need to clean them up, I think. Side lanes. Just going with, yeah, I'm going with the stumps for consistency. I mean, yeah, I don't really need to, do I? You know what, let's just minimize the steps. Needs a combinator and a constant attic. It's purple and military already. Say like 40 of each. Probably fine. Nope, that's a beacon. Your each multiplied by -1. Red wire. Oh. I guess. It's kind of messy, but it works. Set filter, none. That's it. It's a bit of an issue. I mean, once the chest is full up, it should be okay. I just want to watch and see. So come down here. Click and drag this and hope for the best. Regular filter inserter? Oh yeah, that would assign all of it. It shouldn't matter though. Because it should be slow enough. Should. I say a lot of shoulds. It's just that initial fill that it needs. It's running. So yeah, this thing's gonna... It does pull them down pretty quick. Because it can't use... Unless you're doing the follow robot speed, it's not going to use military and production at the same time. I haven't actually seen it activate yet. No stubs. Yeah, no stubs in this. So this would be a full beacon. This would be how I do a full beacon. Kind of curious about this combinator stuff though. There it goes. Yeah, that's actually pretty snappy once it does the initial fill. It's actually pretty snappy. Yes, this would be more consistent with the no splitter base. Well, minimum splitter base. Four. What's happening with the combinators? We're using it to tell it which one to pick, to help it hint at which to pick up and put into the chest. So we don't want to completely overrun the chest. Why did I start this map with trees? Started the previous one without trees. I'm almost there anyway. I was thinking about blueprinting the entire thing. I did. Grey and purple. Yeah, it's just because they're equivalent. Those packs, you use either one or the other, very rarely both. It was an optimization I found with science builds when I was doing one of the bases. I don't remember which one now. I think it was when I was redoing, when I was coming towards the end of... Yeah, it was the 12K map I discovered that. It's like most of the steel goes to both. It goes to either or. Go. You can't filter boxes directly, so we're using these. So the thing I was talking about is, so this one uses red, green, blue, high-tech space and production, whereas this one, it does the same, but it substitutes out purple with grey. So the two are interchangeable, and they have similar steel requirements and overall material requirements. You avoid the chest to read the contents of the lab? No. I don't know actually, I know you can wire... No, you can't connect wire to... I thought you could, and read like research progress or something. Problem with cars is you have to place them all manually. I just got to wait for it to get up to 32k. Add the blueprint, set the grid size to 3 horizontal. Oh yeah, I should have done that. So stupidly big. It's funny how the 8.8 is half the size for quite a lot more labs. It's like what was it, 62 labs. They are smart, apparently. $30, $31. Starting to see some strobes. We got full strobage. I like how it's become a thing, me call the long boy. Alright. Ooh. A little close. A little close for comfort. Alright, there we are. 300. 290. That ass. Yeah, belt lines are off. Belt lines are off. Radar's gone. Yeah, so that's down to 298, I want to say. Maybe 304. 304. Where are we? 304, 305? Could redo the combinations. That's hang on, let me. So that's down from 362. So what is that? That's not an insignificant drop. That shows you that the splitter stubs are still effective. Well, that's like a nearly 20% reduction. If I did that right. How many labs? That was 1,400. It was 30, so 32k science, we were 33. It was, what was it, 42 up. It's a lot of labs. Same as the previous. Yeah, that's a 20%-ish drop. Which I think, you know what, that was the same as when I did the chest tubs the first time. There you go. Radar back. I mean, I would like to see the profiler numbers as well, but this certainly starts. It shows you that splitter stubs, yeah, definitely still a thing. I'm actually impressed by that. That it's still very effective. Alright. You do need to go as well. Blueprint. Expect it to be that much lower? 20% is about right for, I think from what I got last time. I seem to remember it being a lot, and 20% sounds familiar. So this one still need to inject somehow. The only way is to add like a gap in there, I think. And then you do something like that. That's the alternative I can think of. That'd be about as good as it gets. You know what? I'll do that. I don't really want to do that. Have to do it after every lab. Basically, yeah. It's 4 tiles. I think it will won't sync with beacons. Yeah, so it's already off. So it has to go up 1. It needs a space of it needs a space of it needs 1 tile gap to bring it up to 3 tile gap. I say 3 tile. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is a multiple of 3. Which kind of makes sense. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. This counts it. So the tiling point is there, which is there. It's 3 there. There. The repeating point. Hang on. No, yeah, right. That's I looked at it, it was like 11. Hang on a minute. It's actually 2 tiles, because I'm only at 11. Yeah. Now it's repeating. Yeah, see that? Doesn't overlap. It's a lot of belt gap. It starts to diminish the benefit of the 8 lane, the 8 beacon. I could do the chest stumps again. I can't weave because red belt is only 900 a minute. 900? Something like that. It's less than 1,000 a minute. Is the point. Oh, then you have to run a red as well. Because I did it in the previous run, and only because I did it in the previous run. That is a space of 3. Red's 1,800? Half a red, sorry. Half red's only 900. Because it's half built because of the half lane. Yeah. Yeah, then it tiles like that. Except not you pointing out. So yeah, do the same thing again. Unfortunately, this thing's evil and doesn't support the true power pole. So I see it failing already. Oh, actually, really? Really, really? A massive butthole. Right, try that. anything by -1. I think this is also going to come out quite poorly just because of the chest stub thing. Like anything that doesn't have something to break up the transport lines is always going to be bad, no matter what. So you had 4 hours or so. Let's see, red, green. Start with the conventional stuff. Why I didn't... Oh, you know what? Probably had... Oh, I don't. Damn it. Oh, well, red, green. Purple. Bloop. Military. Blue. Tech. Base. Semicolon on line 37. Says backup. Yeah, they do. I think one item still activates the whole lot, though. Well, let's paste these. Oh wait, I need to finish this. So you were... yeah, those three again. Forty is a bit high, but I'd like to have a reasonable buffer. Like a reasonable amount of slack. Set filters only. Not so much buffer, but slack time. That way it's not frantically shoveling stuff in. Okay. Just fine. Just throw it in the bin. Throw it away. Do its thing. Oh, that doesn't actually need to do anything. Never mind. Helps to think that through, doesn't it? That size totally unnecessary. Not off the stack inserter? Oh, you're right. Never mind. I are smart. But yeah, I can simplify the hell out of it. I don't need the second one. I can just still deconstruct all those to get rid of that. Yeah, I only need the one side. Because the one side covers top and bottom. Base is X amount. Either way works. It's 8. already lost count again. 20. Should be 38. 38. What was I forgotten again? It was 62. It should get it to 1.1k. It is 56. That kind of substation. Yeah, that's a significant downer on this build. 60, I think. Nope, 64. Too many. Don't need those. Or those. That's. In fact, none of that's really needed because I can fold it over. That. Go direct. Substation. I could actually cram a substation in there now and do with undergrounds, but we just want to prove the point, really. Oh. Oh. uh. My bad. That's entirely my bad. That should go up to about 1.1k. I mean, it's already shorter than the old. Like, you can see where the previous one was, the full beacon. 1k, 1.1. That's split. Eee. Disco Science, you're a troublemaker, you know that? Something add a grid of 3. Disco Science is amazing, it's just significant UPS drain, unfortunately. Worth it. It is. Right now, we'll do it in 3s. Ah, it's off. Consistently off? Off by every third one. Well. Didn't need absolute. What I did to make it work. Like, I didn't think it worked without absolute grid size. 3 by 3? Yeah? 40 by... oh, 40. There. That doesn't feel like the grid's doing anything. For drag... oh, for dragging. So when I... can you do it from map view? So I kind of need map view. That doesn't seem to work. Also lost. I've now lost track of how many I had. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I just do it. 15, 20. 8, 32. Like, yeah. Yeah, manually, but it's done. I mean, yeah, either way, it's done. It's, it's easy. Alright, now we play the waiting game. Much power? 2 gigawatts apparently. What are we at? 12k, 13k, 14. Now it's got to wait for all this to warm up. You know, the concerning thing is... with 5. Yeah, the concerning thing is this is already down to 200. 250. Like, this is already as slow as the other 8 full beacon. And it isn't even running yet. Oh, it's slowly running. Okay, it's... Oh, 300. I think the bare minimum for it to qualify is 304. Yeah, 304. That's 100 less. Visibly goes up. Yeah, this is just... Okay, so we're at speed. Not looking good. We're all running. Yeah, this is a stress test for the concept. For the base. And it's not looking good. 230, 40, 50... 30, 220, 210? Ugh. Looks like we're settled at about 223. Say. Rip this build, apparently. Right, 2-3. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt at 232. So what's that compared with the other one? So it was 232. Wow. This is 40% slower. Trade undergrounds out of chest stubs? I think so. Poor game's gonna suffer. Me control Zing all these builds. Let's clear out the jelly beans. Is it the combiners? I think it might be. That's my first guess. Let's get rid of that. Let's do it the conventional way. Start with that again. Get rid of this crap. Stupid medium power poles. I blame the medium power poles. 0. So yeah, something like that is a bit more conventional. You reckon you can make the bolt say if you try highest within the... It's hard to tell. I don't think there is a not enough points message. Oh, apparently there's 16 deaths on the counter. I just clicked on counter accidentally. Games. Outcome. Oh, there's an entry message. Try that. I mean, it's a bit more bot spam though. Hey. 12, 16. See. 40. 60. Move one of the side belts to the middle, you can make it more compact. You mean one of these? Do space gap between the underground? To bring it back into line with the beacons. If they did that, they eventually beacon... Well, that actually beacon aligns there. So I need to keep the spacing a multiple of 3. Oh, I forgot the substation. Right. Kind of important, that is. Actually left space for it. Three undergrounds in the middle and one on the side. Does that... Oh, you mean make it narrower? How does a... I mean, it would make it narrower. Not with substation. Oh, you can still make it narrower with, yeah, with substation. Although, at the same time, narrower doesn't do anything for the test. That's my only comment there. Because this isn't a final build, this is more proof of concept. Yeah. Yeah, like if I was to do this as a real build, I wouldn't make it narrower. Righty, 1.1 already. Very good. It was actually 62, wasn't it? 64. Right, I went over. Now to make Soren suffer again. Because I don't use the thingy. I think that's off. Eight. We'll see. Just trying to make the life easier. $24 and $32. There. Arguably, it's a bit same. Let's bump the speed, get the primed. Still not looking great. In fact, that's even lower. And it's only at 26. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Transport lines on. I mean, that gets up to 200. Why are they so much worse? Don't know. It's probably because the transport lines are longer. It's just longer, so more stuff that has to calculate. I think this is a case where more line is worse. Yeah. Kill that. It's about the same. So the combinators... Oh, no, it's gone up. Okay, so the combinators were a contributing factor. Definitely. Not as significant... I wouldn't call it a significant. Like maybe in the 10 UPS range. Small, but not insignificant. Oh, actually, it's up in the 60s. Like, it's consistently more, just not a lot more. I say that, and I'd probably call that, maybe 260? It's not even full speed yet, too. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Not doing full speed. I reckon... I don't know, actually. You're right. Oh, you're contaminated. Hang on, we have a tainted run. Tainted run. We have a mess. All that. Actually, undo all that. I don't want to do it all again. Maybe yeah, keep that deleted. Keep that deleted. Park that there. Grab that. Yeah, what's missing? Oh, that is everything. So you're in the way. Or something still missing? 2, 3. No, that's it. There it is. It's because I didn't have the belt there, I was confused. Actually tiled. You have to clean all the belts though. Clonk. Clonk. Even louder. Just angrily loud placing intensifies. I'm almost there. There we go. Don't mind me. Just picking it up and putting it down again. Poor game. Has to think about this. It's one way to clear all those belts. Right, back to my hole. 300, 400. 200. 230, 220. 210. 194. I get such fine blueprint control. Well, that was all copy-paste tools. I mean, the instant place was 32. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Just give it a bit of time. I mean, moving around one tile, so one tile at a time. Oh, I was just doing that by mouse. I wasn't actually using any tools. I was just, yeah. Alright, it's sort of climbing, it's climbed back up once it's settled in. Actually see the transport lines in I can. I mean, technically Pony is right. I guess it was skill. What are we gonna say? It's not good. I mean, 260, 270, 220. It's all over the place. It goes low. I think they're same, would have the same UPS? Well, the very, very first one had the most UPS. Out of all of them, it was the best. So what are we gonna say? One... I'll give it a 232. 230, 232. Where's my notepad? Well, I took the minimum maximum, divided it, and that was how I got it. It's basically the same with the combinator one. I reckon it's probably still a little bit better. But yeah, that's still 40% worse than the 362. 40-ish%. What I'll do is call that the 88. So no stubs. So the obvious thing to do here is to add chest stubs in splitter stubs or chest stubs. Could do both. Funny how we got down this tangent. Delete the log. I kind of want to see what the difference between chest stubs and splitter stubs is because I never tested that before. Start with that again. Chests. Can I even do all of them? I really need to do combinators for all of them. Well, I'll start with splitter stubs, just because I already have that. I'm changing the scope too much. Chest stubs will like I'm really curious about chest stubs, but not yet. That's our stub. I mean, technically, a splitter stub is still valid for for the actual map. No, I didn't do that on the previous one. Now. So it would be the same sort of story there. Any add-ons that will help a new player? A new player. I'm a bit distracted at the minute. Trying to think of something which isn't too gameplay changing. The problem with throwing in mods is it kind of messes up your idea of what the game should be. The problem with a lot of Factorio mods is that they're more sort of... A lot of them are borderline cheating. Like, cheating's a bad term, because it's all relative. It's more borderline sandboxing. And don't necessarily help. I tend to favor just keep it vanilla, keep it clean. Keep it mod free, at least when you're starting out. And yeah. Yeah, learn the game. That's really, like, yeah, just stick to the game as it is, learn the game first, understand it. But that's my approach to all games though. I try not to go straight for mods. Yeah, tile's closer. Try getting all the achievements in vanilla first. That's a good idea actually. Go for the achievements. Two. 12. Eight of the 15 rocket, 8 and 15 rocket launches. Those are pretty easy to do. They're surprisingly easy. Getting on track like a pro was harder for me. Back a little bit there. Red, green. Ah, you're missing. Yeah. Ah, well, too late. It's free! Gonna track like a pro was a close one. Yeah, only 1% of players have all of them. Lazy Bastard, maybe not that one so much. You don't have to do that one. Some of the others, though. Good initial thing to work towards. Oh, I didn't actually do the full length. I did 24. Hey, Dr. Doof, how you doing? Come for some intensive science? Hey, actually, did I see you do playing Among Us a few days ago? You're great, wonderful. I'm doing pretty good. Ooh, 64, just like that. E62. Did play. We should, what do you reckon about, we should play that sometime? What do you reckon? So I've been playing it a lot lately. Admittedly, not so much community runs. I just keep getting pulled into a few games. Enjoyed it quite a bit. It's a fun game. But I would like to do some community days with Among Us. I just need to get. I'd like to get enough people in though, because without the full squad, it's not the same. Actually, first things first. Do you actually get to 1,000? That's important. What do you mean ruthless? Not that bad. Did it get to... No, it didn't. Oh, no, there it is. 1.1. Okay, good. So as a bit of an explanation as to what we're doing, we're currently testing different lab builds to see which is the most UPS efficient. First time playing? What's the highest results? It's great. It is just such a good party game. And the way it's done, it keeps everyone engaged. Like making ghosts still do tasks and all that means you can't just idle out. You gotta keep playing. 32. Bam. So this is 8-8 with splitter stubs. I'll bet it comes down to just less transport line or less inserter activity. You know what? I didn't do show active state. Oh, I got the save game, so I can go back through it. Yeah, it'll be the lack of. There'll be all the inserters on the other one. The straight lines will be all active. I'll bet. The people I play with do the pretty intense mind games too. It's all about. A lot of them play mind games to keep people guessing. But we have a few sort of house rules as well where you try not to squad up and try and cover each... Because it's no fun for the imposter if everyone squads up. Because it means that anyone who's not in that squad is immediately found out because the imposter is inherently not going to be squadding up. So we try and discourage that. Oh, let's turn it up. I got saves of each increment that I did. Wait, that's significantly higher already. It's interesting the full beacon in this case is still really good. See what happens when it reaches equilibrium though. I think the only time you and I play at the same time is Friday nights. Yeah. Yeah, I think Friday nights is... Yeah, that's my Saturday morning. Yeah, the radar. What I wanted to do was make sure these were all strobing. Yep, these are all flashing. Right, let's do it proper. 3... That's a new winner, I think. What do you reckon? 354? Maybe 360. If there's a minimum is 340, the maximum is 360. So it's about 350. It's actually the same as full beacon with stubs. It's basically the same. Actually, it's a little bit slower. It's 350 instead of 360. Yeah, even with splitters. That's the power of the splitter stub. That's how effective splitter stubs are. This was partly how I discovered splitter stubs the first time. Ooh. I think I had show active state on in this. No, I don't. See, these are all idling for the most part. I think it's just the idling inserters that's winning it. I mean, the margin that full beacon came out, it wasn't a lot, in all honesty. Save that. So no stub. You notice that that already has 3 hours on the clock because I've been running the game speed so hard. Yeah, see, look at that. See, these are always active, which is the original problem. I think that's where it's losing out, is that these first few inserters are always active because there's always movement on the belt. Even though the transport line splits, try clocking. There's an idea. I can do this one with clocking. Yeah, as long as this line's moving, these inserters are always active. So there's the first 2, 3, maybe even 4 rows are always active. And that'll be where it's losing out, is just inserter activity. And that goes back to, as I say, that goes back to why we did chest stubs and splitter stubs in the first place, was because of that activity. So we're now chasing the, whoops, that's F5. Chasing the inserter bottleneck again. So can I clock just these? Oh. I think you always need 2 combinators for clocking, no matter what. To make it much more apparent, I'll do it there. It's, to be honest, it's low enough to say that it's barely a difference, to the point where it actually justifies an 8.8 setup, because there's so little difference. Unless you really, really, really want to squeeze the most UPS out of it, for any practical build, just use an 8.8 for labs as well. Just make sure to use splitter stubs at this point. Copy combination. Oh yeah, that was for the chest insertion. Should I use clock or filter? Oh no, I can't use filter on this. You can't use... Yeah. Kind of annoying, really. Can't use filter inserters. So I can't clock a filter. So I know that's pretty good as well. The end yet? One more. I mean, at this point, as I say, like, the conclusion so far is basically 8.8 beacon. For practical purposes, it's better again for labs, even though it's not best for UPS. There's that 2.7% difference, but that's not much. Oh, I need 2 combinators for this. First one's for clock, and this one's for the trigger. What do I set it to? 120? That there. Should count up to 120. There's a bit of an issue with the clock there. Let's make it 27. Yeah, 2 seconds. How about 4 seconds? Second comparison for the inserters. I could. Yeah, it's true actually. Could have done this. I just didn't know what this needed to be. That's the only thing. So it's set for 27 ticks, which I think is equivalent to like its swing speed anyway. Razor, how you doing? One. See, now it's too long. Like it actually missed an insert. Still hasn't inserted more high text. Like it's forgetting to insert high text. It's kind of annoying. At 180. Oh, wonderful. I'm doing pretty good. I've never really been able to get clocking to work reliably, though. It's gone again. Just doesn't want to insert the high text. Right the other day with you and the other people. Science rounding error, maybe. Oh, that did that time. I think 3 might be a bit better for it. Real question is, what are the inserters doing? Yes, they're sleeping when they're off. Time. Yeah, that's... Alright, let's roll with it and see what happens. Never find the top. Yeah, it must be some kind of rounding thing triggering whether or not it needs to grab an item. It's a bit of a hope for the best, hope and pray there. I missed quite a few. Worth a shot. Should see if Iker and all that are playing. I could carry on and do some Among Us after this. I do need to pee again. I actually forgot about ads as well. Damn it. It's mismatched timings. Yeah. Now playing, popped in on Pionk a little. Alrighty. Might wrap up this then. I think that's all of them. I mean, they're all stopped, so the fact that they've stopped sort of indicates that the wire is there. Hang on. You. Much better. Much better. Here we go, 31k, 22k. 24k, 28, 37, 42. Some weird numbers. There's some very weird numbers there. I mean, 42 shouldn't even be possible, but apparently it is. Oh, doubt. How is it doing like 40? I don't. And like its minimum is 12, its maximum is 42. What the hell? 28, 29. There's some real weirdness going on there. Paying bonus. True. Contamination? They're all running. All I did was replace the standard inserters with clocked ones. Well, it's 32 anyway. Oh, you know what? It's rippling down. It's getting smaller. So it will normalize eventually. Yeah, it's averaging out, and it looks like it's getting smaller. Anyway. It's 20, 350. About the same as the stubs, really. 380. Well, actually, it might be faster. Might actually be better. $350, $360. It might be better. What happens? Oh, why the saving? Yeah. Like, it's basically doing the work of the stub. What I'm curious about... I actually still want that. $290 in a cycle. Oh yeah, it does too, doesn't it? I mean, the saving's good, but it's not consistent. Hmm. Subs was it was three, what was it? Some notes. So 88 no nothing was 232, and then it went up to 350 with stubs. Yes, this is sort of hovering 340 to 370 range again. But it's dipping. What I'm curious about is if what happens? I change all of these up a little bit. Back to there. This is just a crazy idea I'm having. I'm having one of those crazy idea thoughts. Divided by 60. Output C. Last one has lamp splitter stubs. Beat chest stubs. Yeah, lamps behave very differently to everything else. It's really strange. I've found that in the past, where splitter stubs still came out on... I think I did test it. I'm pretty sure I tested it at one point, and I genuinely don't remember it now. You... You... And you. So I'm having this crazy idea. Change these to filter inserters and then filter them according to each pack, and so it changes filter each second. So usually 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. Up a lot higher. That. Oh, I thought it was. Blue, purple, Pitex, base, nothing, nothing. Back to red. Should be like 10, yeah. So there's a little bit of downtime. 420? Now. Hang on, I'll come back to that in a second. Filter inserters next. Before that, radar's back. God damn it. I can place, definitely. That didn't actually, didn't actually force replace. Wow. Became lag. It's the creative bots. This is the one thing that's really bad about this creative. It's not great on UPS. The things that it does. At some point. There it goes. Okay, I covered a lot. Yeah, these bots basically teleport. I mean, to be fair, on creative, it does predate like editor and all that, and a lot of other things. There it is. Yeah, stop matrixing it. It's pretty neat. Still going. Apparently it's still going. Teleporting bots is kinda slow. Some people are just critics around here. I see, it's doing down here. Done. Most. Hey, now it's done. Ain't doing bad things. Question is set filters. And downside now is I got to do this for all of them. Oh yeah, I can copy paste this. That one. I think you said it was 420. I think 420 is a little low. I mean, there is no 0 as well. Got the 2 thingy gap. What'd you say it was? 480? Uh, 480. I can copy paste this. Extra space. Oh yeah, it's the beacon alignment. Keep them at maximum speed. I have no idea where the end of it is. I have no idea where there it is. I mean, that's one way to do it. Oh, that. Or I could just do it by console command. I know about the zoom one. Uh, local. Oh, yeah. I don't want to play the. I want to play the find the missing variable game again. I've had to do that before. All I need to do is line that up. It's not ideal. As I say, the easiest way to do it is usually best. Just gets it done. Are they all running? Nominally. That one isn't. Okay, maybe it isn't that easy. I stand corrected. Rub it back and forth a few times. And rub and paste properly. That's if it comes to it. I could turn off Alt View and see the labs which are not running. Because I think I've got them all covered now. I don't. I see a lot of them switching off though. That concerns me. I think all the rows are running now, by the looks of it. Yeah, they're all running. If there aren't, I'm... they're doing a good job of not showing it. It needs less on its time. Which, of course it will be. I mean, the other thing we can do is divide that by 30 and double the speed rate at which it cycles through. Do. Twelve. Oh. Hmm. God damn it. How can I counteract that? Probably by halving this. Like that. Hopefully it'll be 32. I think this one's a wash, anyway. Time. It's 22.5. Already over. It's getting consistent. Well, that's terrible. That's terrible. Oh dear, that was a waste of time. Have a good stream. Alright, good night, Pharaoh. I think it's time for me to go get lunch. I think the conclusion is splitter stubs with 8 beacons. Doing the filters on a rotating basis. Yeah, so... Are they sleeping? That's a good question. No, they're not sleeping anymore. Right. Yeah, that was a waste of time. I didn't think that it... Did I test bots? No, I haven't. I can test bots, though. Yeah, that was a waste of time. Alright, last thing before wrapping up is we'll test bots. Alright, this was just a waste. This was stupid. The separate lines for each pair, yeah. It was ambitious. You. Nope. A few beacons and labs in it. Maybe not that many. I know what has. That. I have a feeling it's gonna win though. Alrighty, request the chests. Aw, it's rude. Send it to 200, but eh. How many? That's 12. Sort of making it up as I go along though. Anyone change the space? Yeah, good point. Alright. There. Nope, didn't change. Oh, that extra step is annoying. No, not 20,000, 200. I'm going to assume train sandwich, of course. I do. Let's do those next, instead of the track. I always forget the roboports. If I was to do it, and remember rightly, 6, 7. You do 7 wagons. Senate centers, but for the purposes of, I'd do 8, 6, 8. So there. Yeah, right, I did. I just sort of eyeballed it and to get the center of the train, and I managed to actually get it. Um, Spiders? Am I assuming that it's going to be like one train to rule them all? In fact, I got a better idea. Do it there. Could say... We'll pretend that 2 trains are unloading. Like that. And they go into the center. Underclock the bonds? How do you mean underclock? How do you normally do these things? Silly. It's been a while since I've done one, so I have to think. Do the thinking thing. It's like the inserters. Yeah. One of those will work eventually. Powered. Admittedly, I didn't even calculate how many... that don't work. How many labs I need and all that. Yes, bots, unload, chest to lab. Guy that helped me invent the train sandwich bot build. It's been a while. 12. How many do I need total? It was 62 by 8. It's 496. I don't think I'm going to be able to do them all in one sandwich. Otherwise, it's going to be a very big sandwich. Sandwich? A little bit wider than its perimeter. Beacons are off. By 1 actually. Up 1. There. And then these. I didn't line these up. Yeah, the center of that lab needs to be the center of there. 10. I bet the other one's 11. Yeah, 11. Yeah. It's a little far out too. 11. That's alright. I was just wondering why... Looking at it, I was wondering why this was on the wrong side, then I realised it's because it's an odd number total. There you go, was it 38? Another one in. Just. to 57. Yeah, and then you round off the corners, of course. Admittedly, that's something that I just eyeball. Do with any great put into it. You normally have to eyeball those. Okay. And then do 4 of those, really. So was it 110? No, that's only 440. Need a little bit more. Yeah, this is something I haven't done in a long time. Super pro stuff, Megabase stuff, if you could call it that. Yeah, not copying the thingy. Pro. Yeah, same on the other side. Anything? What are we? 14. Like it's a little bit above. Can overlap those beacons for the next tile if you did it right. I think I know what you're thinking of. I think I know. Right now it doesn't tile right. That wasn't just double check. 114. Don't think it's enough. Hmm. Oh. Oh, onk. A little on the bloated side. Like I'm really pushing what this can really manage with. Side. 11, 10. Yeah, it was 10. I'm pretty sure I didn't do this side. Oh dear. When you forget what you've done already. Yeah, there. Don't line up. Do they? Am I going crazy? I think I'm going crazy. They do. Yeah, I'm just going crazy. Oh, that's why they don't line up. Right, what do we got? We go 129. That's a little bit more than what's needed. I think that's over 500. Yeah, so if this is tiled correctly, so before that, we'll get rid of the train. Added to the wrong column. Take away 2. I think I see it. Yeah. It should be like that. It's amazing that I don't have one of these on standby to blueprint. What is it now? 26. So now it's a bit over. Dare I use one of these spawners? Duplicating wagons. Beacons are off now? The beacons... oh yeah. They should be off. Relative to everything else. Wait, I did those. Yeah, for them to line up, they need to align those. Like that. Maybe a few tiles off. Yeah, and then when you bring them together, you push this one out. I nearly forgot to do it again. Laughing a bit. Yeah, I am putting a lot of care into this. Yeah, and then it goes 2, 3, 4. Robo Network shouldn't join. Also should cut back on the robo speed. Maybe mining productivity instead. Instead of spawning them, why don't I just give myself 500? I can just instantly put in 350, 500. $500. Bottom right beacon. Oh, I already did that, didn't I? Alright, is that passable as a bot sandwich? I hope. As you hit enter, of course. I hope that's passable. And of course, I'm going to replace all these. Just for convenience. It doesn't actually matter, because there'll be so many of them. The players can't lose. Oh, them confident words. Can't. It's about train sandwich. It's the chest? I said there. Oh, I know. Hang on, that's no? Oh no, you're a requested chest. I don't want a duplicating provider chest. I'm an idiot. I remember how these things work now. Uh... yeah, probably will. These things are pretty laggy. I'm wondering whether I should actually set up the train network. I kind of don't want to. That's the only thing. I don't really want to set up the trains. Wagon with a dedicated science pack? Sounds good. Train stops in. I did. Yeah. That's all wobbly. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Never long enough. Whenever I think I've got enough, it's never enough. Yes, that is what she said. Indeed. Load. Cargo. 1. Cargo. 2. Empty cargo. What about... just to even the spread of packs. That way it's not... it's not all biased to one side, which one wagon would do. It's like that. And that'd be the same as 7 trains total. The same as Colonel Will's trains. There we go. Inserters. 4? What did I do? 2, 4, 5. 4 boxes. Yeah, we'll need some smarts, you're right. Easily done. Although at the same time, I think I might be overcomplicating it. Yeah, space does indeed stack in 2K. But I should probably do something about that. That's 1 stack. Fill for a little while, aren't you? An upgrade planner? I still have it. I mean, we already shown that circuit network isn't significant. Set filter. still have the... Oh, I don't have the combinators anymore. Oh, more heists. I think I'm gonna have to slow down the rate of those. It gets a little... Chat's getting a little preoccupied with those. I've got to lie, I actually am having trouble keeping up with it, just because I'm concentrating so hard on this. I'm putting brain power to use here. I don't notice the train hasn't actually moved yet too. Need a thinking cap? I do. I need an intensive thinking cap. Right, why haven't you moved? You're not getting reds. Huh. Of course you did. Why wouldn't you? Red, green, blue. Purple. High tech. And you. I'm skipping military because, yeah, convenience. Convenience is getting in the way. Military is getting in the way of convenience, I mean. The point's proven. There. Can't drop up. Yeah. Wonder how we didn't see that coming. I wonder. I should have known. Oh, indeed. And a true AK. God damn it, you're gonna throw that on me, aren't you? I see a problem here. It used it faster than I can actually grab it. Fine. Filter inserter it is. Slow as it is. It's embarrassing now. Yeah, the dedicated wagons. The thing I was worried about with the dedicated wagons means that the reds are up there, and they need to come down there. Which isn't really representative of a block sandwich. Better than chest ups. I can actually get rid of that one. I could also replace the train with actual... Could replace... what I should have done which I was thinking of originally, was using the infinity chests into the provider chests. Why did I do that? Just keep it simple. Accidentally deleted the bots now. It's only 75. Okay. Oh yeah, the odd center wagon too. I was thinking about doing 7, but yeah, just to be consistent with the base map. But it's the odd wagon does give it a more fair advantage, or it's more fair on it. It's a better build. I did that wrong. There's no Control Z. Safekeeping. I do want that. I didn't think I need it, but I do need it. I still need to tell the filters what to do. Alright, one more time. This, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Set filters. Which it doesn't particularly want to do. Apparently. Yeah, on the symmetry. I remember that the 7 wagon train's actually really good. I think it had a wooden chest thing going on too. Oh. Dear. The seat and keyboard issue again. It's a seat and keyboard issue. Anonymous throwing down a gifted sub to Spellmaster. Thank you, Anonymous, for gifting that sub to Spellmaster. So when it's less than 2k, then it switches. It's 700. Oh. See what happens when it settles down. Surprisingly busy for the bot speed. Good job with that wire. I see. Bitrate with the bots. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I actually had 0 drop frames this time. 900? It's because it's got to fill the buffer. 135. Yeah, you can call it out properly now. Be part of the team. Every stupid mistake that I make. And oh boy, there are many stupid mistakes. Alright, we've carried the struggle bus through to get 4 of these things working, nominally. It's 2.2k. Surprisingly low. 504 labs. Received 2 random gift subs. Was Cloudtown doing his... he is, isn't he? Yeah, he's doing his integration. Up to 4K. Hey! Hello. Fast. What's in use? Not many. What's in the other side? Oh, they're filter inserters. It's not ideal. Oh, I know where that's from. That's from, before. I'm derped. I derped. Derped hard. There we go. They're all going. Those ones are fine. Yep, there you go. Yeah, the others will all be the same. All be the same. Something's rotten right though. Have I taken the wrong number? There's 500 labs. 1545. They're all going. Hang on, that's a lot under what it should be, isn't it? $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. I think that's still only a third, isn't it? $700. Doesn't really need it though. Need a prod mods in? Yeah. Speed's right. 1545. It'll be something dumb and obvious. It's the 1 minute 8. So that's only a quarter of what it should be. I'm missing. What did I genuinely calculate as a quarter? And 6 is the... Oh yeah, yeah. Of course. I realise now. I did it for the original 8K, I didn't do it for the 32K for the actual test. I did do the math right, I just did it for the wrong setup. So that's 16, 24, 32. It's fine. Fine. It's not that I did the math wrong, I just forgot to do the last step. Up 2 stacks into each, though most of the bots are idle anyway. Fine. God damn it. Your one job. Dear. There we go. Now it should be 32k. Plus a bit, actually. It should be like 34. I was going to go for lunch like an hour ago. Give me a chance. How about that? 33. 370, 380? Oh, 500. There we go. Gotta wait for it to... There we go. That's better. Maybe we should do a bot sandwich. Keep in mind, that is pretty high worker robot speed as well. Is that what I expect? That's more like what I expected. The bot should have been much better with labs. Like, significantly better. Where's the bonuses? So, yeah, this movement speed's pretty high. So these are like as fast as the slow trains. What do we take that as? 5... 5755, 630. I think it's about 580, 590 maybe. Oh yeah, the bot sandwich is amazing. The thing that I don't like about the bot sandwich is it's kind of sterile. Like you build a base and you just add sandwiches as you need them. Sort of a done thing. Yep. It's gone again. Yep, bots win this one. What do we say? 590. I think that's sort of averaging out to. Yeah, so so the build is a sandwich on either side of the track. So you got labs either side. They're the buns, and the track in the center is the hamburger. Yeah, the small, keeping the network small. Do the ultimate test. Where is it? That one. Who'd have thought 32k science a minute was pretty quick? Imagine that at this. Here is something. Actually a little bit lower, but it's using all 7 packs. $400. It's down 100 to use twice as many packs. It's using 64. It's should have been using 64-ish K packs a minute. 51, yeah. Who knew 33,000 science a minute is pretty quick. Even when you crank up the game speed to, what is it, 10,000 I think I'm doing. 100,000. Well, I think points proven. Let me paste those in Discord. There. Just put that in the Discord. Which hopefully actually pumps out if I press the button. That one. So yeah, that's the results from this. So, do I do a bot sandwich? Yeah, sure, why not? What do you reckon? Even though we kinda piss on the idea of bot sandwich, you wanna... I'm kinda... I'll do the labs only as, sandwich. Yeah. the wall for a while. He is deep in contemplation. They actually had so much more gain over the belt ones. It did, yeah. The belt ones, none of the combinations were really any good, were they? And that's the problem with labs, is that none of the belt combinations are really amazing. Because you got the no stubs idea, which has serious insert activity problems. You can put the clocking on it, but it still dips like crazy because when it's active, it's stuck active, so it takes that huge dump. The splitter stubs improve it, but it's still splitter stubs. So yeah, if you need to build labs, if you want to build labs, you need to use splitter stubs, otherwise bot sandwich it. And probably the next step after this is to see what a full beacon lab build is like. 60 wagon direct feed. Don't know what I'll do. Don't know how I'll do it. Because it has to be 8 wagons to be consistent with the base. Because everything there is 8 wagons. See, while I'm at it, I'll need to formalize this into a better build too. Rather than this thing. This thing's a little rough. Yeah, because everything's wagon to wagon to wagon. I want to see how much worse it is. That way we can... All I want to know is I want to know the numbers. Then we can say, when someone builds it, we can say, it's this much worse. Because I'm expecting it to be worse. By probably a noticeable amount. Wagon to 60 wagon. I don't know about 60 wagon. Probably end up being a little sub-train network. Because the original plan was to have labs at the end. It's going to split it up into 8 banks of labs. Actually, this is kind of doing it already. Yeah, it was going to be 8 banks of labs, and each one was going to be worth each wagon when it was originally balanced at the mining outpost. Anyway, I really do need to get out of here because this is way over time. So I think I'm definitely going to stop here for